It's a rainy Wednesday, and I am tired.
What has you so tired today?
I celebrated one of my friend's 40th birthdays last night, and we went to a sushi place. And I've been doing keto for 6 weeks. And I kid you not, I could not find anything on that menu that was keto friendly. I think everything had rice.
You still have like the hiccups, a
Bro,
little bit.
it was
The hiccup burps.
my my AI dietitian said that I gave myself metabolic whiplash, where my liver has been processing ketones, which is turning fat into energy, for 6 weeks, and all of a sudden you dumped this carb load on it.
Yeah.
And your insulin goes through the roof. You know, your resting heart rate's high all night, and all that stuff. Also,
So
do you know what
sleep.
sake's made of?
Rice.
Out of?
It's rice.
It is rice.
Is it rice wine?
I don't know.
I've never had sake.
Wow.
Never had it one time.
I don't think you would be a sake guy.
Is it
Or you would
delicious?
just-
I'm a delicious guy.
The cold one is. So there was a cold sake last night that was really good. You would like that.
Like, what's it taste like?
Almost like the cold sake was like a juice almost. It's like almost like a nice apricot-y pear type juice.
Ooh.
But it's cold.
I like apricots and pears.
Yeah. I think you would like that. The hot sake is it's a little more like, they give you like the teeny little glass and then the little pour thing.
Is it a spirit? Is it a what? Like, I don't even know what it is. What is sake?
I don't know.
What is sake?
Sake saka, or sake, also referred to as Japanese rice wine.
Rice wine.
Is an
There you go.
I cut it
despite
off.
the
I
name
guess.
Japanese rice wine.
Stop
Sake,
talking.
And indeed, in a
Stop it.
She
I've
said
never heard
okay.
it. I've never heard sake. What is that?
Sake.
Sake.
Or sake.
Sake. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, man.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle.
Did you watch that race?
again. Oh, are you kidding me?
Did you watch
Every
that race?
lap.
I didn't watch every lap.
Oh, it was
I
every
turned it
lap.
on about 40 laps to go.
40 to go.
And my wife said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Chris is watching this right now." At least last time
Oh, yeah.
you didn't.
No, I watched it later.
Uh,
That same dude texted me
so
this
I
time.
got scared to text you what a finish because
Yeah.
Well, I could have said what a finish.
Yeah, that's
That
okay.
wouldn't have spoiled anything.
No, that wouldn't have spoiled anything. The same dude texted me this time and said, "Do you want me to tell you what happens in the Daytona 500?" I said, "I actually watched it live,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
Got the
now.
recap.
I'm good for that one."
It was actually, I enjoyed it. I still am learning, like listening to the commentators.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about, but I enjoyed it. It was really crazy at the end. I think I turned it on like at the last,
Yeah,
like at the good part.
yeah. The end is always going to be.
It's building up. Somebody's
Yep.
got a pit.
Yep.
You know, all these things are building up. You know, this whole thing's going to blow up and shuffle.
Yep,
And then there's wrecks everywhere.
wrecks everywhere.
They're just going for it on the last lap. That's fun.
Robert Duvall passed away. You
Mm.
saw that, right?
I did.
One of my favorite
told me.
actors.
Yeah.
He's been in so many movies. The Apostle, Days of Thunder. He was in The Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove.
Which I still think somebody should remake Lonesome Dove into like
Yeah.
a 3-hour feature film
Yeah.
that feels grittier. Like
Okay.
think Yellowstone,
Mm-hmm.
but like the Lonesome Dove version.
What
I think that'd be amazing.
How long is Lonesome Dove?
I think so. It was a
When you
made
say
for
like
TV series,
Oh,
and I'm gonna get this wrong. It was either 4 hours or 6 hours, but
you've never had sake, and I've never watched Lonesome Dove.
dude.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
here's the thing: people are gonna get mad at me, but I'm not a big fan of the version that Tommy Lee Jones and Robert Duvall were in,
Okay.
which is the only TV version, by the way. It's the only film TV version there is.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it did the book justice. The book is gritty. I mean, those were hard times, dude. They were
Oh, yeah.
hard, dirty,
Yeah.
hard times. And it was a little
Gritty.
too glossy for
Yeah,
me. I'm
right.
like,
Too cleaned up.
um,
We can handle it. We've
but
read the book.
I've read the book. Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
handle it.
it's on the, it might
Oh,
be on
man.
the shelf right behind my head. Can you see it?
Is it gigantic?
Yeah, Larry
Yeah.
McMurtry, Lonesome Dove.
Yep.
Yep. Probably my favorite book that I've ever read.
That's good.
It's unbelievable.
That should be a goal of mine this year.
Oh, dude. Lonesome Dove.
Read it. Okay. That should be a goal of mine. But it's like I don't read for fun. I read for info. That's totally me.
Yeah, well.
Should I take it with me like on spring break? Probably just crush it.
I don't know how fast you read. This book took me a long time because I'm a slow reader.
Yeah.
But it laid by my bed for, 6 months.
You just
And
pick it up.
Pick it up,
Yeah.
pick it up, read a little bit, pick it up, read a little bit. But then it hooked me at some point. And I was like, I got to be reading this every night. I got to be reading it every night.
Okay.
And it's got one of my favorite characters of all time called Blue Duck.
Mm.
Oh, dude. Blue Duck was a bad dude.
He was a bad
He
man.
was a bad dude.
You like him?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I like the
you wouldn't want to be
character.
him.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
You don't want to be Blue Duck.
So you can have a favorite character of all time, but not want to be him.
Blue Duck is an evil,
Okay.
dark, menacing
Interesting. So he's your favorite.
terror. But it's just a great character. And he's
Yeah.
got a great. There's a scene in this book towards the end that it's just one of the greatest. Like I took it out and read it to my wife. I read it to my kids. I was like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
I'm proud
Anyway, Lonesome Dove. But anyway, Robert
a
Duvall
passionate
passed
man.
away. Robert
Yeah,
Duvall
Robert.
passed away. And I was reminded, he was in Days of Thunder. I don't know if you've ever seen Days of Thunder.
No.
Oh, dude. It's another one. You
Sorry.
gotta watch it, man.
Bro, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life?
Days of Thunder has Tom Cruise in it,
Yes.
and he's a NASCAR driver. He's an open wheel racer who wants to come to NASCAR, and so he moves over into NASCAR. Robert Duvall is his crew chief, and so he's kind of the guy tasked with bringing Tom Cruise along, teaching him about stock car racing, and it's just Robert Duvall is incredible in that movie. But so a buddy of mine and I were texting over when
He was
Robert Duvall passed.
94.
He was so old, dude. Which I'm glad he lived a long life.
That's incredible.
But a buddy of mine and I were texting after we learned that he passed away, because a lot of these clips were popping up online of Days of Thunder or Lonesome Dove or films that he had been in. And so in one of these clips in Days of Thunder, he's wearing this old. Their sponsor at the time in the movie is a company called Purolator. It's like an oil filter.
Yeah.
Company. And so my buddy was like, dude, some old school Purolator hats would be killer. And I was like, oh man, that's a fun idea. So, and then there's this scene in Days of Thunder that's pretty iconic where Robert Duvall is talking to Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise is getting frustrated because all these cars are hitting him on the track. They're, hitting him,
Getting
wrecking him,
bumped around.
bumping him around. And he's getting real mad, like, they keep running into me. And Robert Duvall says, they ain't running into you. They're rubbing. They're rubbing you. And rubbing's racing. And, dude.
Is that where it came from?
I think that's where it came from.
Wow.
And, dude, I went, as does my ADHD brain, which I'm still not sure if ADHD is a thing. But the more I read about it, I go, whatever that is.
Sounds like me.
Sounds like me.
Huh.
And true to that, watching these clips, I went over to my domain name provider of choice. I'm not going to name it.
Yeah, keep that.
And I'm going to keep that on the down low because I think I got a good one, although everybody knows it. And I typed in rubbinsracing.com. And
surely.
I bought it for $10.
Are you kidding?
No. Rubbins, Rubbins, because you got to have the little apostrophe. It's not Rubbings.
Yeah, no, it's Rubbins Racing.
It's Rubbins Racing.
I mean, there's Twitter profiles. I'm sure there's like accounts with it.
I don't know, dude.
Are domains
I
just
bought it.
people just not go to
I
websites?
bought it, and now, true to my brain.
When did that movie come out?
Oh gosh,
80s?
The 90s? No, I think
90s.
the 90s, early 90s, maybe.
Okay, so then the
93,
internet
94.
happened, but nobody said, that's a good.
I don't know.
You bought it for
And
$10.
I keep thinking, like,
How
am
many
I missing
domains do you
something?
own, real quick? You're kind of like a domain guy.
It used to be out of hand, but now it's really probably not that many. 20.
Has anybody approached you to sell anything?
Couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, but just
You
like,
know.
hey, we're interested
Yeah.
in this.
Mostly like
what'd
my
you
name.
do? What'd you
you
do
know.
with this?
Well, so I bought it, but I have not told my wife. So, honey, if you're listening, just
Here it
calm
is.
down.
Calm down.
Calm down. I'm not doing anything yet.
It was $10.
But, dude, I see in my mind a Rubbins Racing Co. or Rubbins Racing, a line of
Pure later hat.
sun drenched. Well,
Or is that's
you could go, yeah, that's a real company. It is a real company.
Oh.
They're still around.
oh, okay. I thought it was
Because the first thing I searched for was Purelator.com. I was like, oh, dude, that'd be cool. Like a line of Days of Thunder inspired, T-shirts and hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, I've quickly learned Purelator's still a company, and they own their
Got it.
domain, obviously. But RubbinsRacing.com, I see this as like a line of T-shirts and hats that are all inspired by 90s vintage NASCAR. And now you could go licensed and like try to work with NASCAR and get some of those like, Cale Yarborough and Jimmy Johnson or
Okay.
not Jimmy
So
Johnson.
those are trademarked. You can't just
Junior Johnson.
go print one of those.
I don't think you can. No. You can't just go throw in Junior Johnson's name on something and try to sell it and not
pay
have and not have some partnership or
okay. I got you.
or Lee Petty or Richard Petty, like some of these old school vintage inspired. But I think you could go kind of general. There are a lot of themes and sayings and words and phrases around racing that you could create some. I just see like sun drenched Dega, faded by the sun, a little bit beer soaked, still maybe family friendly, mullets and maybe
checkered
not
flags,
checkered flags and burnt rubber and bent
smoke.
sheet metal and just vintage 90s NASCAR inspired T-shirts and hats.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there's something there. It'd be fun. I'd wear a Rubbins Racing shirt.
I cannot believe that. That's
I
great.
know.
You could just start with that.
Yeah, I just don't know. I want to do it the right way.
That's cool.
And by the way, when I say I want to do it the right way, I may never do it, but it does sound it sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah.
And
fun is the right way,
Yeah.
by the way. With something like that.
We're going to talk about Mardi Gras today, but before we do, I just want to mention we have our 3 new hats in stock.
There they are.
There they are. They're ready to go. We got the Good Time Gobblers.
We're shipping today.
Yeah, they're already gone.
Oh, they're gone.
They got shipped out yesterday.
Yeah, got some
They
orders
shipped
that
out
came
to
in.
several stores. The Camo Hunt and Fish Club and the maroon and bright red Front Porch Philosopher. So if you want to check those out, you can go to southerngentleman.com, pick up a hat, support the show. We'll ship it straight to your front porch. You'll be sporting these, and these are all truckers for spring.
Spring truckers.
But they're great. Spring truckers. If you
Turkey
wanna pick up a
season's
hat,
coming.
Yeah, you can do that. If you want to email us a question, if you got an idea for the show, a guest you think we should have on, if you got something like, hey, you guys should talk about this, email holler@southerngentleman.com, or you can call the hotline 833-623-3768, extension 806. So that's how you can do all that.
You can do all that way.
And like, subscribe, share,
yeah.
tag.
Yeah.
Do all the stuff.
Yeah, just
Wherever
subscribe
you are.
to it.
Yep, wherever you are.
Keep the updates.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit.
And every Thursday, we're just going to drop in your lap. Like, oh,
Hey,
here's
here's
something
some
else.
guys talking again.
Here's 2 idiots talking about something they don't know. They don't know
The
anything
First
about
Amendment.
Again. Yeah, they're talking about the First
Oh,
Amendment.
yeah, they definitely are qualified
They're
for that.
talking about business ideas they're probably never going to do. They're talking about, Robert Duvall and Blue Duck.
Hey, we do have another unexpected company phone number that we need to follow up on.
We do need to follow up on that. And also next week we're going to have on kind of like the South's new cheeseburger expert.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
And I know you can't eat beef.
Mhm.
I know I'm really sad for that.
But he's going to be fun to hang out with to see it go down.
Yep. Are you going to go
Picturing
with
like
us?
a diners, drive-ins, and dives
Are
type
you going to
thing
go
where
with
it's
us?
like,
Or are you
might-
going to hang back?
I'm going to try to pop on for something. Like, I'd love to watch him assess how a burger's made.
Yeah.
All right, what goes into it. But
I mean, dude,
we'll see.
you know this because I've been planning it, but I've got 7 places lined up that after we get done talking to him, we're going to go to 7 different burger joints.
Just a speed dating of burgers.
And now I'm a little bit nervous about it because, dude, I had to find an app online to help me figure out the best route
Yeah.
to all these places.
Nashville's big.
And I think because of that, I'm going to remove one of them.
Okay.
Which is like
Way out there.
way out there. And I'm like, dude, there ain't no good way to get to this place without spending an extra
That's risky.
hour and a half of time.
Yeah. This guy. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
We're going to talk about Mardi Gras today.
So here's what happened. I came home. Kids got home. Charles and Caroline are wearing all kinds of beads.
You didn't bring us any beads today. I just remember. Okay,
Here's what happened. I said, "Oh, great," because I had Rachel text another mom. That I'm like, I'm sure they got beads,
right?
And they're huge Louisiana people, and like we've had multiple king cakes with them.
Oh,
for just stuff. Those randomly have one.
Yeah.
Who gets the baby? And so I'm thinking, oh, that's great. I'll just use Caroline. I mean, Caroline has just all kinds of them.
Yeah.
And then I get home from my group this morning. They're all dressed, ready to go. She's wearing all of those beads, and I didn't have it in me to say.
You had to say,
Can Dad have those?
Can I have a few of those beads?
She was so excited.
Yeah, you got to let her wear them.
She said, it's Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh,
and I was like,
knows then.
Okay, so she's learning. And here we go. She went through. We're gonna get here, but she goes through the colors and what they mean.
Interesting. So she's aware of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. Yesterday they had a big Fat Tuesday something, I guess, and she learned about it. So I did not bring beads.
This is one of those things that I have been really ignorant about up until diving into it a little bit.
Like 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Me too.
I knew Mardi Gras is a big party where people get crazy in New Orleans. That's what
That's about it.
I knew there were some parades. I knew people throw beads. I knew there's a lot of.
I don't know when I always knew it was kind of like in the spring.
Yeah, but I'm like,
but I don't know if there's a date for it.
No. And then yesterday I was getting my hair cut, and they had a king cake at my barber shop. They're like, "You want some king cake?" I politely declined. But I was like, "Oh, is today? Oh, today's Tuesday. Is today Fat Tuesday? Yep, today's. Oh, okay. So that means, wait a minute. So tomorrow is Ash Wednesday? Yep, tomorrow's Ash Wednesday." I just am ignorant about this stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's been interesting learning about it. And I didn't realize Mardi Gras, that word even, or that phrase, Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday. That's what it means.
A lot of French influence here.
Yes.
Which the Louisiana Purchase we actually bought from the French.
Yes.
So it makes sense that it's influenced the most.
Mm-hmm.
The French influenced the most.
The fleur de lis,
see,
in Louisiana.
Oui. Okay, Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. It's the final day before Lent, which Lent is, you know what Lent is, right?
Yes, the 40 days leading up to Easter.
Right, 40 days leading up to the Christian
resurrection
celebration of Easter. And that 40 days, I think, is meant to symbolize Jesus' 40 days in the wilderness where he fasted, right? I believe he fasted.
Mm-hmm.
I should know this.
Yep.
He fasted for 40 days in the wilderness.
Yep.
What I don't really, what was interesting to me is like, I didn't understand. So I get that Mardi Gras technically was yesterday, right? Fat Tuesday is the big,
right?
The big day,
the big one. Yeah.
But then you have all this stuff that leads up to it. Carnival. How do they say it?
I don't know.
I think it's Carnival.
But I don't understand. It just lasts a long time. Like it
lasts a long time.
It's not going on now.
I don't think it goes on now. I think
it leads
today
up to Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, Ash Wednesday today kicks off Lent.
Okay.
It's the first day of Lent. And so, but this is, as we asked chat to kind of help us think through this, it gave us kind of this framework that you've got a feast before a fast. You have a party before repentance. You have indulgence before discipline, which kind of makes sense. It's kind of like, cleaning out your fridge before you go on a spiritual diet.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. How I just read that like it was my own? Like it was my own thought.
No, I didn't even realize that it wasn't. That was really nice. I might be jumping ahead.
No, go ahead.
It doesn't feel spiritual to me.
I agree with you.
It kind of feels just like a
Like
gigantic
like a revelry, just like a huge
purple, gold, and green
debauchery.
crazy throwdown.
Girls lifting their shirts and getting beads and drinking and partying and
Yeah. Maybe some gunfights even.
maybe. I mean,
you got violence down there.
You got Shia LaBeouf. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, he's
You know who I'm
fighting
talking
people.
about? He's fighting people and getting arrested. And
It's just debauchery is a good word.
yeah,
It takes indulgence to a new level.
it sounds like it goes way beyond just indulgence and enjoying yourself.
Enjoying your food and your drink. Yeah.
Like indulgence for me is Friday night. Man, I might have a third glass of wine with my pizza. You know.
Yeah, on the couch.
Sitting in my chair watching the middle. Or
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. But yeah, this seems like it takes it to a whole different thing.
But I like us orienting around like the real meaning of it, which is like the day before Ash Wednesday, which is very serious.
Yeah.
Very, very solemn.
Huge Catholic connection here.
Huge Catholic
with
connection.
Lent. The 40 days of Lent. People, I think, usually are fasting from something during Lent. It could be a particular type of food. It could be alcohol. It could be sugar. It could be social media. It could be
Yeah.
But I think you're
Coffee, whatever.
Have you ever participated in Lent?
I've done it off and on. I think it's a good practice. Again, the magic there is that it's not for the sake of building discipline. It's for the sake of experiencing God. It's not just
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
I'm trying to grind it out.
Right.
And then on Easter, I can do it again.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that. And so a lot of times I don't. Honestly, anymore, I feel like I've been forced into giving things up. So it's like I would do it out of like practicing the church calendar, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the church calendar that we're talking about. And I like following the church calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of tradition that's meaningful and helpful to a Christ follower. But I haven't done it in a while. It was definitely one of those things in my early religious childhood things that it's like, being good and giving things up for Lent was equal.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a good guy. I'm a good Christian.
Yeah.
And it felt like if you do Lent, then like you're a good Christian. So I think I used to practice it for that, which I don't subscribe to that anymore.
Right. Have you ever done Ash Wednesday and gotten the little cross on your forehead?
I have not, but I did go to a Catholic high school my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And being a Protestant in a Catholic high school was a pretty funny experience. You pay extra. I paid an extra like $1,000 because I was not Catholic, and I was like, I can just convert real quick.
They make you pay more?
Yeah.
What, the Protestant tax?
Yeah, the Protestant tax. So, anyways,
Interesting.
I got a full year of kind of like a lot of the Catholic practices, lots of mass. Learned a lot about their traditions and stuff like that. So it was really cool. It was helpful. I don't remember Mardi Gras being a thing. I mean, we're in school, so
Yeah, that's interesting.
Can you celebrate Mardi Gras like in downtown Nashville? Right? Does it have to be New Orleans? Are there Mardi Gras parades? Otherwhere?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There are. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know where it started?
I thought it was Bourbon Street,
Nope. I learned a little bit about this.
Paris.
The very first
Vatican?
the very first United States Mardi Gras, Mobile, Alabama, in
Wow.
1703. Think about that. Before the country began.
Huh.
Which, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Hang on.
And this is where people are going to go, are these two dudes idiots? Or they might just say, is Chris an idiot? But how
am I supposed to know this?
How is people in Alabama are going to get really mad at me. Was Alabama a thing before the country was a thing?
No.
Well, how's this possible? 1703.
Well, they had to call it something. You know, I mean,
I'm a little bit surprised.
I don't think when they were celebrating in 1703, they were like, "Are you going to Mobile, Alabama?" Mobile might have been named, but there were not.
But Alabama was not a state, right?
No, I don't think. Our independence was 1776, but maybe we had the colonies. Maybe it was a colony. My brother-in-law is dying right now.
Yeah,
if
no,
he's
I've
listening.
got to Google this.
He's like, y'all are so ignorant, which I proved last week.
When did Alabama become a state? 1819.
Okay.
So I don't know.
it was a. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't named.
But how are they attributing the first
Okay,
U.S. Mardi Gras?
Did France still own that part of the country in 1703? Because it's definitely the French Catholics came in and introduced this.
When was Mobile, Alabama founded?
This is great.
Mobile, Alabama was founded in 1702 by French settlers
Okay.
led by Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne de Bienville.
It's a big name.
I don't know if I said that right.
I've heard of Batiste.
Okay, originally it was established as Fort Louis de la Mobile,
Uh-huh.
and it served as the first capital of French Louisiana.
There it is.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
cool.
that is so interesting to me.
So the French were trying to be like, all right, we got this part of the area. We got this
Yep.
land.
Yep.
And
technically-
England settlers were coming in.
Yeah. But technically that ended up being in Alabama. So the first U.S. Mardi Gras, 1703 in Mobile, Alabama. But obviously New Orleans has become like the epicenter. It's
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be
center
crazy
point.
what if the French settled New York City? How different it would be. You know, would the culture be would it have followed the same lines, like where you have all the the
yeah.
shrimp boils and
Have you spent any time in
I've
New Orleans?
never been.
I've been one time, but it
you
was
said
only
it
for
was
like,
in an airport.
No, not New Orleans.
Oh,
Vegas was an airport.
Vegas. Okay.
Vegas was only in an airport where they have all the slot machines dinging around.
All right, so you've seen it.
Yeah, but I haven't really seen it. I was there for a work conference, and like it was 2 nights, and we spent a lot of time in a hotel ballroom,
Yeah.
and like we went out and had po' boys one day, and we did walk, what's the main, golly,
Yeah, the
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon
like
Street.
we walked
Yeah.
Bourbon Street, which was stressful to me,
Okay.
very stressful.
I don't desire it. I'm okay if I go to the grave without going to New Orleans. We did decide it's in the South, right?
Absolutely.
On the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm
Louisiana.
conflicted. I'm conflicted about this because there is a big part of me that is attracted to the history, the architecture, the food.
You can't deny the food.
But then
I don't know how much
I
architecture.
will say, dude, just the very limited time I spent there, you walk around Bourbon Street and it just feels very heavy and
Mm-hmm. Gritty.
and dark and
Yeah.
like
Dirty. Kinda?
yeah. I mean, it was at the time. There were people just like
Trash.
you're walking around and you're smelling urine and like.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that may have changed. That was 20 years ago. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's changed. I don't know anything about it. But
Yeah.
there's something that I'm attracted to about it. That part of me would love to go experience it for, culture's sake.
Yep.
But then part of me is like, oh, I don't know that I want to experience that culture. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted by it.
If I haven't by now,
Yeah.
the older I get, the less I need all that excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
the older I get, the more I'm like, let's go to a state park. That's like my
Yeah,
style
yeah.
now.
Yeah, I get that. Man. All right, I'm gonna run
So,
through some
the
of these
colors.
things. The colors.
That was a thing.
I didn't realize this. Purple, green, and gold. Purple, you know what it stands for? You do because it's right there in
I
front
do,
of you.
and Caroline knows too. She like
She
spit it
knew
right out
these.
yesterday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Purple represents
And she said
justice.
faith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Purple represents justice. Green is faith. And Charles goes, "What is faith?" And they're out there in the back. They're shooting basketball out in the driveway. So Caroline's explaining faith to Charles and what it means. It's pretty funny.
And then gold represents power.
Careful with that one.
These krewes are pretty interesting, dude.
I don't know what that is.
So a krewe is and the only reason I even know about krewe is a book that I read called Confederacy of Dunces. Confederacy of the Dunces. It's a very good book, but it's based in New Orleans. I'm going to get the title wrong, but krewes were a part of that book that I remember reading about. Krewes are like
chapters,
kind of like private social clubs.
Okay.
And they organize parades. They're like generational social clubs.
Okay.
A krewe, and it's spelled Krewes. Which I think is probably maybe leans more French spelling.
Yeah.
But we would think about it CREW. It's a krewe. You know, you're a group. It's a group of people. There's some big ones like Krewe of Rex, Krewe of Zulu. I don't understand these names, dude. They are generational organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're part of this group, you're grandfathered in, my family's been a part of Krewe of Rex for
probably Catholic. Right?
Probably? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got the king cake, obviously. I've never really understood it. But I know that there's a baby Jesus inside every one. And if you get the baby.
Is it baby Jesus? Or supposed to be? I mean,
I think so.
I would assume.
I think it's supposed to be baby Jesus. Maybe we should know that. But they're usually purple, green, and gold, like sugar, and you got some icing on there. It's usually like cinnamon. It's a circle, right? Isn't it a circle?
Yeah.
I've had one a long time ago.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, they're not really my thing. I don't go, oh gosh, I'm craving some king cake right now.
No, not that recipe. But it's for the thing. It's for the It's for the tradition. And my kids have had it. Amelia's best friend, they're Catholic. They're the Louisiana people.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've had a lot of king cakes. We've had one at our house. We've been over to their house. And there's always, for kids, they like love that. Oh, there might be an infant in my.
Yeah. The one I saw yesterday in my
pastry.
barbershop, because the lady next to us, she got the baby. And dude, that thing was tiny. It made me think of kids eating this. Like,
it's a little.
That seems risky.
Yeah, it's whiskey.
Whiskey? What a callback.
There it is.
Yeah, Mardi Gras is something I don't know that I care to experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do like tradition.
I do too. And I know that there are family parades and people that celebrate it and devout Catholics that don't indulge just for the heck of it. They do it. They do it out of respect for their church traditions.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think what we see from the media is just like debauchery.
Yeah. Just a huge party.
Just a big old party.
And I think that's the way most people view it, is Mardi Gras is just one of the biggest parties in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You got Mardi Gras. You got, what's the one in Brazil they do? Carnival.
Okay.
I think which might be connected to the same thing, because Brazilian is deeply Catholic as well.
Yeah.
Brazil. I said Brasilia, I think.
Yeah.
But it's Brazil.
Yeah. Huge Catholic presence there.
So Carnival might be connected to this as well.
Yeah. A lot of community.
Yeah. I
traditions.
I just don't know. Man, I will say when I see people posting about it online, you know, going to this crew party or, you know, this parade, this crew put together this float, and here's the symbolism of this float and the different events around the crews and the parades and Mardi Gras. It all seems attractive to me, but I can't separate all of the just.
Yeah.
You know, I keep going back to, it's funny, and we don't know how to say the word, because either I'm saying it wrong or you're saying it wrong. I say debauchery.
Oh, I say debauchery?
Yeah. And I don't know that maybe you say it both ways.
I'm
but
not gonna
I keep
stand by
going
mine,
back to
yeah.
that word
Debauchery.
because it just seems so like anything goes
Yeah.
for this period of time. It's like the Southern Vegas. What happens at Mardi Gras stays at Mardi Gras. And I
Yeah.
don't like that. I'm kind of like, ugh, that repels me a little bit.
It makes sense why it is, though. I mean, it's kind of set up that way. It's like eat, drink, be merry, because tomorrow we turn to ash.
Yeah.
Remember, because the Ash
Yep.
Wednesday is because, dust
Yep.
turns to dust,
Yep.
and that's the reminder. And we're going to go into fasting and mourning and whatever it is.
Yeah. It is funny. My brain operates that way. If I know that I'm going into a period of like,
Yep.
man, I'm going to start a diet on Monday.
Dude,
Dude, that weekend before, I'm loading up, brother.
when my gas tank, this just came to me.
Mhm.
When my gas tank gets low, I'll hit that pedal a little harder because like it's almost done anyways. So I will gas it even more. Is that funny?
That is funny.
Yeah. So that's the same mentality where you're like, it's almost.
It's also whiskey because like you could hit that gas pedal and run out, burn that fuel a little faster. And
I haven't done that, but my wife thinks I will.
yeah.
At
You've
some
never
point.
run out of gas?
No.
Not once.
No, isn't that crazy? Tickets and stuff.
It makes sense.
Me?
Yeah. It
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. It makes sense that you've never run out of gas. You're like super prepared and
I watch the meter.
the range.
So what does this mean to you? What is Lent? I haven't even put thought to it, so I'm really glad you brought this up. Like I've been kind of distracted, not thinking about the church calendar at all. I couldn't tell you what day Easter is this year, but I could tell you when spring break is, and there's something about that bothers me in a little way.
Yeah, that's interesting. I couldn't tell you when Easter is.
Yeah. So I'm glad to just use this to introduce ourselves to this 40 days of season.
Yeah. Will you do you think you'll participate in any way?
Well, I already have alpha-gal, and then I decided to do keto.
That's busted up though now, bro, after sake and sushi.
It is. I'm just flushing at this point. I'm going back. I'm
Yeah.
getting back on the train. Get back on.
Today? You're
Oh,
back on?
yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's it.
So last night really
I
was
also
your
turned.
Fat
I also
Tuesday.
turned 40. It really was. It really was.
Yeah.
I also turned 40 March 16th, and I think there's something there too. That's where all this keto stuff started. I just wanted to be in a certain physical shape when I'm 40,
Yeah.
and that's not going to be the 40 days of Lent though. That's going to be before Easter.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. I feel like I'm practicing spiritual disciplines right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there's no
It's not like all of a sudden I'll turn a switch,
right, no
and then-
personal need for it.
and then Easter I'm going to go back to whatever I'm doing. I really desire spiritual structure in my life,
Yeah.
and I don't think, other than just being mindful of Lent,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a practice coming out of it for me specifically. So
I wonder how hard it is to get a float in a Mardi Gras parade. Like I wonder, could we?
yeah,
I don't know. Could we be at Mardi Gras next year and have like a Southern gentleman float?
yeah, it can't be. Just get in touch with the crew of the Rex or whatever.
I'm sure it's super easy.
Crew of Rex. Yeah. We'll just introduce
Be like,
ourselves.
hey guys, do you mind if we do a little
Sure,
SG takeover?
Are you Catholic? No. Oh, are your parents? No. Okay.
Well, you have a huge following, right?
You have a huge. Nope. Okay, so you know what the colors mean. Well, we just learned.
We think we do.
We think so.
According to chat, here's what they mean.
Have you ever had the baby?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. Well,
Do you like king cake? Nope. Have you seen a Shia LaBeouf movie? Nope. Actually, I have. Holes. Dude, that was the funniest thing. So I did go. I got sucked into the Shia LaBeouf drama yesterday. Somebody sent me the article. Like, man, this dude's tearing up Mardi Gras. And I read the article, and one of the funniest things to me, he's been frequenting these dive bars, according to this article, in New Orleans. He's been there for like a couple of weeks.
yeah.
And he's just like having the time of his life, apparently. And goes in this dive bar and it's a cash only spot.
Oh.
and it says like no fewer than 50 signs around this place. Cash only.
Yeah,
cash
for
only.
sure.
And so he goes up and he's like, "Hey, you mind taking my card?" And they're like, "No, we don't do that.
Do you have any
We're
grapes?
cash only."
That reminds me.
And so he's kind of pestering him a little bit, like, "Hey, I'm Shia LaBeouf, and can you take my card? Like, you can take my card." And the bartender told him, "Why don't you go dig holes?" Do you know what that's a reference to?
Wow.
And that made him mad. Do you know what that's a reference to?
No.
Dude, you got to watch the movie Holes.
It sounds like go kick rocks.
I think that's her way of saying it, but
Yeah.
she made a reference to a movie that he was in as a kid called Holes, which is a good movie.
Oh my!
We've watched it with our
gosh.
kids. It's a good movie.
What a response!
But in the movie, these kids, they're digging holes. They dig holes a lot. And she was like, "Why don't you go dig holes?" I thought this is clever.
What a slam!
This is clever.
Real quick, yeah, that's clever.
He didn't take to it very well.
I
apparently.
bet. Now you're kicking dirt on my career, my
Yeah.
identity.
I do feel bad for him.
They didn't seem to be in a good spot.
No, he can't be healthy.
Not if you're making the news
No,
that way.
It feels sad to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
that's kind of
that's kind of the deal.
the Southern Gentleman Guide to Mardi Gras as best we know how.
Yeah. Thank you, France.
Thank you, France. Thank you, Louisiana. Thank
Thanks,
you, Mobile,
Louisiana.
Alabama.
Glad we bought Louisiana.
It seems kind of like Alabama. I mean, I don't know. It seems like Alabama started this thing.
Seems like they did. 1702.
1703, I think.
Well, that's when it was established.
No, 1703 was the first Mardi Gras.
That was the first one, but
yeah, 1702.
it was like, bam, let's paper this fort, Jean Baptiste.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year they're like, oh, you know what we did in France that one year
Yeah.
with like all the beads and stuff? Let's do that down here on the beach.
Guys, you know what would be great? Here's what we need to do.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Mardi Gras.
We do this thing over in in France.
It's called Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
It's so wee.
Over there we call it Mardi Gras.
Okay.
Nah, I don't even know what I'm doing now. That sounds a little bit like a Spanish.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that guy's from.
Oh dear.
All right. Good job today.
Pick up a hat.
Pick up a hat.
Drop us a line.
Tell your friends. Ask us questions.
All the good stuff.
And keep coming back, y'all.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos.
And if you're tired of seeing our faces talk, you can go the audio only route and catch us on Apple and Spotify. If you do that, be sure to subscribe, give us a rating and a review so that we can reach more people.
See y'all next week.